music.
Alright, recording start.
Alright, now. Alright, so in last left our group of adventurers, you managed to fend off the first wave of, well, aberrant monsters. To none of your surprise, most of you, well, survived with minimal injury. I say minimal in that way because that's not to say you didn't receive any pain in one way, shape, or form. And let's see here. And as the fight came to a conclusion and you start preparing, Xeris, after Alistair finished casting his otherworldly domain spell, noticed something and interpreted it as something that will probably be best mentioned after this incursion is done with. Yes, much preferably done afterwards. As all of you hear a gargling, horrendous roar come from behind the ranks of these aberrant horrors. And flying over, you see a large purple mass. It just immediately lands in front of you, as you all see this creature at the gates.
The what?
There we go.
Oh, slime puppy.
Anyone who anyone who would like to can roll a Arcana check.
Oh, wait a minute.
So 34.
Just underneath 100. It's okay, size huge. I was like, wait, is he actually sized? No, he's just huge.
So 34.
Let's.
Yeah, I'm just letting everyone else.
Natural 20.
What the hell? Stares motherfuckingly at the fighter who. Oh right. So yeah, I guess in a way it kind of makes sense after that one time you spent in the Underdark. Kind of being curious, like, oh, what other sort of mind-bending horrors exist down there? As you now remember the one thing that you really didn't want to remember. So how you like dragons, right? And how they're generally quite consistent.
Yeah.
This is what happened. This is the result of when a illithid infects a drake.
Second is 17.
Mm-hmm. So for everyone, including Alistair. So this
I'm
is called
blind and I see his ugliness.
So this is called an Elder Brain Dragon. It doubles as both a dragon and an Elder Brain, with many hosting thousands of little tadpoles inside. Yeah.
Well,
Spewing them upon unsuspecting innocent people
okay.
or bandits.
What? My natural 20, would I know if, like, radiation would have affected these guys with them being, like, what they are, or would
With your natural 20, you're pretty look, mind flayers are affected by radiation. Most living creatures are affected by radiation. To an extent, undead are, but not in an exactly detrimental manner.
Yeah.
It's kind of adds on to them, if that makes any sense.
What it says is like, it's like, well,
Well, now I'm radioactive. Guess who's going to be receiving cancer? You points at the victim.
yeah.
So,
Oh, who has joined us?
roll initiative. Oh, that's the bot.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to have to, I'm restarting my computer, sorry.
Oh, you're good, you're good.
22.
21.
3.
3. It's like, I just imagine this like shows up and it's like it roars Ratchet just be like pulls out a
Okay,
hammer.
you'll know that. Specifically, I will say Ratchet, Xeris, and Adriana know that it's don't bother trying to charm or frighten it, but I mean, hey, that's kind of a given. They're telepathic, and not only are they very good at destroying objects, they also are immune to the effects of sleep. They also are immune to any sort of mind and altering or neural, any psychic damage. They're immune to.
Good to know.
Yeah. So let's see here. Would you like for me to roll your initiative, Armored?
Please.
Okay.
$15.
To talk to my closets.
What are your orders on your turn? I will say. First off, because of the initiative order and how it is currently set up due to rolls, Ratchet. What do you do?
Alright. With it being a singular creature, and I kind of don't want to reveal I have, highly radioactive uranium yet, just in case Big Bad that's sending these beasts are watching.
I almost forgot one last thing. Amongst all of you, yeah, Ratchet's obviously immune to being mind controlled by Illithid, or by being implanted and being made into a mind flayer.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What benefit of being a freaking contract?
Mm.
Alright. Let's see what I could actually feasibly. Alright. Question, I'm thinking about knocking him prone. Any of you have a problem with that?
No, in fact, I think I'm sorry, I think you're the one who should, deal with him.
Yeah. Alright, if no one has a problem with that, I'm gonna make a good old athletics check to essentially knock him on his ass.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with it, though I might admittedly try and go in for maybe a couple cheeky hits, but beyond that, there's no fucking around with that.
Maybe effective plan, but I think I can work around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for replacing my first attack with an athletic check to essentially knock him prone.
You count as two size categories larger, correct?
Yeah, essentially, I count as category size
Yeah,
huge.
actually, he is gargantuan.
Wait,
what?
It doesn't look like it on the token board, does it? Unless I'm measuring wrong.
You might be measuring incorrectly. Snap to corner.
Eh. Oh.
20? Yeah?
Oh, he actually is.
Oh, shit!
Oh, for the love of, would my hammer be insulted so I can flash at him?
I mean, hey, it's still 31.
Yeah.
Don't get too butthurt over it.
Well, no, I'm saying my hammer to be exalted so I can take it, make it gargantuan size, and turn this thing into a pancake.
Yeah.
My God, that would have been perfect.
Yeah, this is fucking dream. This dream. It's right there. But still,
It's right there! 16. So they're not prone. So describe how you knock it down on
I-
prone.
I literally temporarily slam a hammer in the ground, grab it by its head, and essentially just suplex slam it onto its onto its spine.
Okay.
And then
Just apply appropriate thing. Go ahead, continue.
And then, I'm going to use 2 of my attack rolls to take 2 of the spikes and see if I can pin its wings to the ground.
Okay, so in that case, actually, I'm assuming you're dropping your hammer for this, right?
Well, like I said, I put it in the ground to freaking to essentially slam in the ground anyway, so I'm planning to essentially grab
Okay,
it
I'm
at the
just
end.
making sure. So, all right, make for me. Actually, is that a maneuver you have with the javelin? With javelins, I think. So,
What is it in the
see.
underneath the? What is it called again? Because it's been a while to look at those maneuvers.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
What is it? Mid guards, right?
Yeah, weapon options. Let's see here. Spear, javelin.
Okay, there it is. Weapon options.
Yeah, wait, no, that's trip. I will say, because it's a very large enemy, you can attempt the pinning edge attack.
Okay. Alright, since I'm using... Actually, I still have those adamantium javelins, so that's what I'll use, because they're less likely to break.
Mm-hmm.
So, attempting to pin this thing to the frickin' ground. It's a 23.
19.
23 because prone.
Oh yeah, 23. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. At the very least, if it doesn't keep it stuck to the ground, at least it's shredding at its wings.
Almost likely.
Yeah. Alright. I'll
Oh
fire.
no, yeah, definitely. Let me just pull up the thing for the pinning point. Or pinning edge. So let's see here. Okay. So that, with a 23, that does hit. You would have to not choose to deal damage for pinning edge.
Oh, okay.
You're supposed to go damage for pinning edge.
Alright.
So
Well,
they are prone and or was it grappled or restrained?
alright. So, if I put another javelin in it, would it make it so the DC is higher, or would it just,
He would have to make two. They would have to make two, strength checks to pull them out.
Then that's what I'll go with.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Might as well.
Outside the restrained, because grapple means like
Yeah,
somebody's holding on to it.
Well,
no,
no,
it's reduced
it's...
to 0. No, on a fit, yeah. The target's move is reduced to 0. Okay.
Yeah. So, not only is he double restrained, he's prone on the ground. He's just... And now there's holes in his wings.
Yeah, and I take it. Do you using your strength as your DC for this?
That'd be 10...
Both would fail, right?
Yeah, let's see. If my DC is 8 plus my strength modifier plus proficiency, right? So that'd be... Let's see. 9 plus 5 plus 8. Actually, I can just set my spell as freaking strength. There we go. My DC is 22.
Okay, so yeah, they can't. Yeah, their movement is reduced to 0. And they have to succeed two. They have to succeed 2 strength checks to beat a 22 to unpin themselves from the ground.
The best thing is he's gonna be forever prone until he gets those things out.
Yeah, unless he has some way of phasing through or teleporting or phasing through objects, which I mean would be a dick thing to do. But he'd never. Their team would never do that, right? Right.
Well, they're adamantium javelins, so it's like at least it's like they count as magical. Well, actually, yeah, because I made them, they do count as magical too. On top of being the adamantium, so
Let me just apply. Let's see.
see, I have 8 action surge left because of long days
Alright,
effect.
yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna save my action surge for next time. So that was 3 attacks. That was all I can do.
Alright. Adriana, you just see Ratchet full body tackle the dragon over, and then proceed to impale 2 javelins one on each of their wings. I mean, he's doing his job at the very least.
Yeah.
So Alistair then looks over and then sees a light bulb. Yeah, I'm not within 60 feet, am I?
You are, I
But
believe, with snap center.
yeah, you are 85 feet away from this thing.
Yes.
Alright, I'll move up to 60. My celestial.
Okay.
I forgot I could do that.
Alright, the bare minimum would be at least right here.
Yeah, so you won't need to move too far.
Yeah.
Yeah, just 25 feet.
Alright, I'm gonna cast this, but I have a question.
Hmm?
Could I use some magical reworking to have all the bolts land on them? It was if I don't select other targets, the other stars will just fall blindly. I was wondering if I could use some magical reworking and make all 5 land.
I would say for this, not quite.
Alright.
With the way it's set up, yeah, 5. Yeah, no,
It's a good AoE attack.
it's great. It's a great AoE.
Alright, I'll just do the one then.
Yeah. Too bad you don't have any lightning based attacks because it has 2 freaking lightning rods in it.
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah. You know, it's funny that you mention lightning.
Yeah, I'll leave that to him.
Yeah.
Unless you want me to supercharge it.
Oh god, supercharged freaking lightning.
Because I can charge it and then he'll supercharge it.
I mean, if you got something that'll buff my fucking damage even more, that'd be great. Then I could probably just tear the thing a new one. Oh god.
I'll stick with the Starfall.
Okay, that's a dexterity saving throw.
That is a dexterity saving throw. And I have advantage. I have advantage and he has disadvantage. Wait, isn't it restrained so automatically fails?
It's prone.
Well, it's prone and restrained, so.
Isn't it automatically fail dex saving throw?
Let me check. Restrained automatically. Creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. It doesn't say it automatically fails. That would be.
Oh, okay.
Paralyzed, yeah. Or stunned, I think it is.
Or petrified.
So, let's face it, a few volts through the system does cause petrification.
Yes. Shame it's not proficient in this saving throw. Oh, that 21. It will use its legendary resistance to succeed that.
Alright.
Oh, it has 40?
So
Damn.
It's 66 radiant damage left.
Alright.
So just to be coming real quick.
I want to blind it. But yeah, so half of 20.
Oh god, that's...
Well, that's 10 radiant damage, so.
You impact it as you summon forth holy light. It just falls from the sky. Power of
Yep.
your goddess flowing through you as it just rends down on this form. It's a bit more nimble than you're expecting.
Hmm.
I think it might just be its adrenaline pumping, or that's assuming it has adrenaline.
Alright. Is my spiritual weapon still up? Or did it poof?
I believe it went poof. Yeah. So
Alright.
Yeah.
I'll recast it. And then put it there. And then bonk him. If I can.
Honk.
all right, let me just delete that and set that back down. There we go. Let's go ahead and roll your.
Roll to see if I can bonk.
Yeah. 23 or 29 actually, because it's with advantage.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know when there's a blast, but yeah. That's at level 4.
All right. Oh my.
Hopefully it's
Well,
not
that's
resistant.
unfortunate.
Yeah, hopefully it's not resistant to force damage at the very least.
It's not. It's not resistant to force damage, but it's not vulnerable either.
Yeah.
Ah. TI-84, I missed you so. Alright.
17 force damage.
Okay. Alright.
And then I'll just use the movement to head back behind my Celestial.
Alright. And as your bonus action, what order, or as your free action, what order do you give the Celestial?
As I'll give him a similar action as be watchful, and if it approaches, attack it. Protect us.
Okay. Noted. Alistair.
Sorry, I did not mean to do that. I meant to.
Check it.
But,
Yeah.
yeah, that last part is a big part of what I want to do. But he's also going to tell the closets. Hey, you see that big ugly slime thing? Stab it several fucking times.
Yeah. They will do so at the end of your turn.
As I am also going to be placing traps right on top of this thing
Alright.
that affect it specifically.
Alright. And what will be the trigger? Like, if it moves or attempts to attack or something?
If it moves, if it so much as breathes.
Well, I will say that if it attempts to break free from its restraints for this, just to keep it simple, or try to fly.
Yeah.
Alright.
If it breaks from its restriction. Yeah.
Yeah, what spell do you... So, you can choose one spell. Which one do you choose?
Yeah. Keep in mind it has to be instantaneous.
Looking for like, do I have? Ooh,
You might have Fireball.
This.
There's no metal on it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, there is.
Oh, no, that's right, there is!
You got 2 javelins in it, that's right.
Alright.
That's actually fucking brilliant! Holy shit!
Well, I wouldn't say it goes so far as brilliant. I would say sadistic. But yes.
Brilliant.
It works.
It's
Not a war crime if they technically don't have rights. Oh, that sounds really messed up.
Oh. Oh, I could have done this. I could have cast heat metal onto Ratchet so he could hug the thing.
Well, that would also harm him.
What?
I do have resistance against fire, but it's so like that still would hurt me in the process.
Yeah. And what's the casting time of that spell?
It is an action, right? An action to cast heat metal, but isn't heat metal also a duration thing? Because like
It requires concentration, yes.
yeah.
It takes an action to cast, but yeah.
Yeah,
Which is still within
yeah, it's one
limitations
action.
powers. So yeah. And was there anything you'd like to do as a bonus action?
No, that's an action. That's an action. That's an action. That's an action.
Okay. So
Sorry,
it's fine.
This one doesn't have a casting time. Hunter's Pace.
Hunter's Pace, I think that's a reaction.
Hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, it's a reaction. Thanks to your newfound lineage.
I'd like to cast Hex.
Let's see here. You are a bit far away from it.
That can easily be remedied, though.
I take it you want to move forward a bit.
Yes.
Alright. So... yeah, you just have to move 10 feet forward as you cast Hex onto it. As a crimson... or not crimson, as a iron band appears around its midsection and body, ethereal in nature.
Oh, and it's a fucking instantaneous, no saves.
Yes. So once they receive damage caused by heat metal, well, yeah,
It's not going to be a fun day for them.
yeah, it stacks on multiple instances of damage. So I'll say, for this you were only able to apply it to one. So what's your call, left or right wing?
Right wing.
Okay. And will that be all?
Yes.
All right, Zerus.
So, Zareth moved feed go burr. Let's see. So about...
Oh, actually, hold on. I almost forgot. The Horde of Quasits.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see
While
here.
I'm figuring out math here.
Trying to make Daddy proud.
They will do their best. They're going to dash forward,
Just as long as my babies do their best.
and they are going to start carousing around it. Yeah.
Yeah, one of them.
Oh. And this one's going to stay away because it doesn't know if it can move through that, and Quasits aren't that smart.
Yeah, there's a closets are right there, and it's just a spinning mace.
Yeah. So now it's Zerus' turn.
Get through. So, Xeris is going to get to about... I think it was about there, if I'm not mistaken. Check. I was about 5 foot off. Fix that. So, I don't often use this aspect of flexible range,
Mm-hmm.
but at the moment it seems very pertinent.
Well, don't want to get your claws too dirty at the moment.
Especially don't want to get near that thing. So, flexible range. I direct you to that last bit.
Oh. That's within 20 feet? Yeah. So, what do?
So, what do? Simple. And that's gonna be lightning.
For some reason, my brain just immediately goes to this. I'm just gonna put it in the Friday group chat. Just going to that. It just goes to that. Okay, so 22 hits. Also keep in mind, you have wait, no. It's a ranged spell attack, so actually disadvantage.
Excellent.
Go ahead and cancel out then.
No. Only
That's still 22 though!
Yeah, with flexible range, he is making the melee attack into a ranged attack.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, 22 hits for 14 damage. I take it you're also applying War Mage Edge.
Yep.
Okay. Oof.
That's just the first hit.
All right. Go ahead and make your next 2 attacks with disadvantage. But yeah, 19. Let me see here. Hits.
Excellent.
32 both ways. Hits.
Excellent. Excellent. That couldn't have gone any better.
I mean, it could have, but then you're expecting unrealistic things.
Yeah, I could have crit on every single one, but that'd just be unrealistic.
Yeah. Unless. But no. Is that all?
Well, he now has 40 more feet worth of movement, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You have the speed.
Gonna GTFO. Right back to where he was.
Alright. The Elder Dragon. Let's see here. Well, first, it's going to attempt to break free, provoking that trap. A Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC, which succeeds, causing only let's see here, 7 plus, or we'll take, so there'll be 2d8 plus, actually wait, no, it's
Yeah, let me check heat.
It's a warlock spell slot.
Yeah. Let me check
It
heat.
seems a bit more than 2D.
Yeah, let me check heat metal really quick, because
Yeah, the damage scales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Level above second level.
Any creature takes 2d8 fire damage from casting spell until the spell ends. You can use bonus action, cause significant damage. If the creature is holding object, the damage creature must succeed a Constitution saving throw or drop the object if it can. So it takes the damage regardless, because even if it succeeds. But
yeah, it just takes half because it succeeds, I think.
No, it doesn't state that. Like, it doesn't state like. Yeah, it's specifically a bonus action to cause more damage.
I need armored. Could you roll for me 5d8? Pretty please, with cherry on top.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I don't know. Like 5d8, you said?
Yeah, 5d8.
Yeah, because hold on, I can just copy and.
And I'll roll the hex damage.
Yeah, that's the description I'm reading for heat metal.
Holy moly. 36 damage. Oof.
So as long as the javelin is still implanted into it, it can't remove it. Like, it keeps taking the full damage.
Yeah. It tries to. It manages to. Let's see here. So with the strength, it tries. Actually, it's one size category larger than the javelin. It's multiple size categories larger, so it will be with advantage. So shit, that's a 24.
I mean, it's probably still gonna be eating that fucking damage, but
yeah. Oh no, yeah. It's literally because it sort of reaches, sort of uses one of its tendrils to latch around it, and as it begins to its flesh begins to burn. The tendrils manage to loosen up a bit, allowing them to pull it out, causing the elder dragon to grab onto the shaft of the javelin and spit it onto the ground. All right.
I don't like that it did that.
Well, it still has another one in there.
Yes, and it already used its action,
Yeah.
and its movement is still 0. What a shame.
This is why we double up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it'd be a
Shame.
shame.
And that will end its turn, is what I would have
God,
said.
you have more fucking javelins, don't you?
As a legendary action. So before you do anything, it's good. This attack will be with disadvantage towards you, Radek. All right, 27.
Miss.
All right. You see, as a tendril begins to lash out, attempting to, hit you.
Yeah.
It does, but you're able to stand your ground, and you receive no damage.
Yeah. Is that?
All right.
That would be a real shame. You know that javelin that still has heat metal on it? If I put it back into it,
Are you sure you want to try to do that? I mean,
I have resistance to fire damage, so even if I take it, it's still gonna be halved. It's worth it.
all right. I'm just making sure.
I mean, that is a fair point.
Go ahead. Let me just roll the damage first. Okay, you take half of that.
Ouch, but still worth it. Just put it
Worth
back
it,
in there.
worth it.
It's like it spits it out. I pin it back into the fucking wing, putting it back in the ground. Just be like, nope.
All right.
Yeah, that's right. I lose 8 temporary hit points plus the because I still had that.
The residual 3 damage.
Yeah. Is it? Then I'm taking how much to 12 or
11 damage. 11 fire damage.
Okay, so 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so
So that was your first attack.
yeah. 1, 2, 3. All right, so how much temporary hit points? It'll be a shame. I keep on doing this with multiple javelins, so I'm gonna keep on pinning it into the ground with more javelins.
Jesus Christ. It's gonna start looking like a taxidermy. Not taxidermy, but like a. it's
Oh my
getting
fucking
damage, but hey.
God.
It's extra
I'm
pinned.
just imagining you're just standing over it and just tossing javelins down onto it and just thunderously cracks through its webbed wings. So that was the first one.
All right, so that was 2 attack rolls already. You know what?
Yeah, your third one.
But with the last one, I'm gonna pull out the Javelin of Lightning because I still have that.
So do you want to use its magical effect, or do you just want to deal some damage?
Well, seeing how it has
Deal
multiple,
some damage.
yeah, I'm gonna deal some damage with this thing and just like have it see how much coursing damage I can cause through it. It's a 28.
That. Well, it's a range attack, so with disadvantage, it's 23, but still hits.
I thought that the stabbing effect is just like just do the additional.
Oh, I thought you were throwing it. In order to get the bonus from the lightning damage, you'd have to throw it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
With the wording of fucking lightning, Javelin of Lightning, it's always freaking weird. Because I thought it's like whenever you stab, you can activate the effect of doing that.
Let's see here.
I'm gonna have to recheck because it has been a bit since
When
I
you
used.
hurl it and speak its command word, it transforms into a bolt of lightning, forming a line 5 feet wide and extends out to each target within 120 feet. Each creature in the line must make a dexterity saving throw or take 46 lightning damage. On a failed save, you take half as much. So yeah, you still need to throw it.
Huh. The lightning will turn back to javelin when it reaches target.
If the javelin hits its target, the target takes the initial damage from the javelin as well as the 46 lightning damage. But it doesn't have to make a save. Those are for creatures in the line effect.
Oh, yeah, that is That is a little bit weird. It's like with the wording. So does it take for like it has to make dexterity save throw, or it takes 46 lightning, and then when it actually hits,
Oh
it takes.
no. In this case, because it's directly the creature, it doesn't get a dex save. It just takes 46 damage.
Okay. So with all the freaking metal bits into it, I like it's like very conductive now.
Yes, and it's
Probably
very
was already
painful.
probably was already coursing with a bit of lightning.
All right. It's been a while since I used the thing. I was like, might as well.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah. Is that all?
That was all of my actions to attack, and still saving on to my last action surge. So
Okay. Adriana.
I'm gonna maneuver a bit so I don't miss the battle here.
Alright.
So I don't hit my buddy. And I'm gonna do this.
Oh.
and it has 3 lightning rods in it.
I'm 4th level.
Oh. Oh dear.
No, wait, technically 4 because the droplet of lightning is in it too. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, it does. The javelins won't do much, but it'll look really fucking cool. So lightning bolt. Okay, so 100 feet long and 5 feet wide. It is prone on the ground, so there wouldn't be much
Yeah,
over you could aim for.
well.
I'm trying to maneuver so I don't hit the conductor over there.
Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, if you aim right here, you pretty much got it because it has. I mean, it
Oh
like
no, yeah. Oh right, there we go. Okay, I'm so sorry. Let
yeah.
me just make this dex save with disadvantage. It's currently writhing in agony.
I mean, you got multiple lightning rods to choose from. It's like
Yeah.
8.
Both fail.
Yeah, that's a. Yeah, it'll choose to use legendary resistance for this,
Okay.
so
So
it'll take
it's
half.
86 halved.
Actually,
Wait, 96 halved, actually.
96. Yeah. So go ahead, roll damage.
You burn thunderstruck.
Don't add. Don't add any modifiers.
Oh.
That's some decent damage. So that's like
So
22.
decent? No, that is well above average.
Yeah.
Does rods do any additional effects?
You know what? Yeah, sure. Let me think of something real quick.
Because if there are lightning rods, I'm essentially supercharging.
All right. All right. Let me think.
An additional d6 for each lightning rod.
Well, that would be if she was casting a
Okay.
what was it? Call lightning.
Okay.
Because they would have a focus point and intensify.
Oh,
This is sort of spread out into 3 different points, so kind of making it a bit weak.
okay. How about this? How about until for
Oh,
the yeah
con save
yeah
for it.
20.
Oh wait, wrong. Okay, so that should be a plus 14 instead of a 7. So just add an additional 7, 27. You're still decent. Yeah, unfortunately, he succeeds. So, as you strike down lightning on it, with its mass voltage, you see its body almost seize up before it manages to shake it off. So, if you were to ever hit hit it with lightning damage, it has to make a Constitution saving throw against your DC, of course, to be stunned for that round.
Yeah.
Or not for that round, but for till the end of your next round, until the beginning of your next turn.
Yeah. I also just realized I've got that add another hit dice for another crit, because it's like, oh yeah, I crit with the...
Yeah, well,
It takes a little bit to get
it's
used
already
to.
rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand. It's like playing Paladin.
Yeah. It's like, I gotta remember, crit restores heat die.
Yeah, so is that all?
I'll use my bonus action to cast plop.
Cast what?
I'm gonna hit him with my spiritual weapon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bonus action
Go
smacking him.
ahead, roll.
17.
17 hits.
Alright.
Or actually, no, it's a... Oh yeah, 17 barely hits.
Alright. Awesome.
As one of the hammers just slams down into one of the javelins, embedding it further.
Yeah, that's what I was planning. It was to see if I can, instead of just hitting its head, hitting instead of driving harder.
Alright. In that case, just to inform you, that would cause you to
Oh,
forego
then-
damage, but
Oh,
it would increase the
okay.
DC of the strength check.
Don't worry, I got that part handled when it comes to my turn next time.
Yeah, then I'll just do the regular damage then.
Yeah, you just hammer the javelin that's already embedded in its chest.
Yeah, it was it's like a shot or something.
There's a javelin in its chest, you say?
Yes.
And I
I
believe,
think I'm
It's
about to
only
give it heartburn.
11.
I believe it's actually still being heated, if
11.
I'm not
It's only
mistaken.
11 force damage.
11.
Yeah.
Well, the one that is in its chest is not being heated.
Though the one I put
One
back
that
into
died,
it.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, it removed it, and then I put it back in there. Like, no, it's staying in there.
Oh,
So, no, it's still in there, so as your turn, as a bonus action, you can still cause heat metal.
Alright, and is that all?
And then I'll just use my movement to move back.
Alright.
That's my turn.
Okay. Alistair.
I don't like the fact that it took one of my well-heated things out of itself.
Yeah, that...
So I'm about to give it. So I decide to give it heartburn.
Well-
it's been reapplied.
Yeah,
Not just anything.
I've been trying to tell you, I put the javelin back in after it took...
Let me have my fun, damn it.
Well,
Okay.
I...
Roll
Yeah.
damage, I believe?
Yeah, just roll damage for heat. It's like for heat metal.
Which is what I'm saying is I'm applying heat metal to its chest, to the one you hammered into the chest.
You...
Or
I think you're misunderstanding, because
yeah.
the heat metal, it's still active, and
It's still active, yeah.
and I put the javelin that it took out that had to beat metal back into it.
Oh, I think he's recasting it and applying it to the chest. Okay.
That's a little bit confusing.
Hold on. Shut up, everyone. Auntie.
Yeah.
If I kept it where it is, how much damage would that be?
It would still be the same amount of damage.
So 5d8?
Yeah, it'd still be 5d8.
Alright, so I'm going to keep the 5d8.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll that damage, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, it's a bonus action to do that, and you still have your action.
Yes.
4 points of damage.
It just suffers because I think your DC's 19. Hold on. No, 16. And it still takes the full damage.
Yeah.
Regardless.
And he's telling the closets, jump on the motherfucker now.
Alright.
Yeah.
And please avoid and also please avoid hurting yourselves.
Okay. Alright, so that'll be your free action. What would you like to do as your action? Oh, right, and almost forgot. You need your hex damage. Top of that.
An extra 5.
What is my hex damage?
An extra
6. I already rolled it for you.
Yeah.
5.
Alright.
Yeah, but you still have a whole action.
And okay, as for my action, da, 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 da. He is going to do some otherworldly inscriptions
Okay.
in his lair.
Okay. And cast and apply. Let's see here.
Ooh.
Oh wait. Oh, a D6. So fire damage. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
incorrect. Sorry. Necrotic damage because of well, the ash or fire damage because it's the spirit of vengeance technically. So
Oh, it's technically both, but yeah.
yeah. So roll that D6.
E. 4.
All right. Plus another D6 because of hex. 7.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right. And as your turn ends, legendary action. Tentacle attack on you, Alex. 21 misses. Excellent, excellent. And the closets. Let me just set this guy to front. He's gonna try to clamber on. No, to front. I might as well just click, and apply that to all. Alright, there, 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 and there. As well as this one right over here. And they are all going to make bite attacks. So that is... Let me see here. 7 bite attacks. With advantage. Well then. An unfortunate series of circumstances. So that hits. It's 2.
Yeah, that's 17,
It's a
21,
crit.
crit,
Yeah.
22.
6 out of 7 of them hit.
Oh God.
What are you talking about? These are demons. There's no god involved here.
Oh. Oh, not to mention poison damage. Jesus. Being poisoned. Please tell me this thing's like, he'd actually be poisoned. That'd be just hilarious.
Let's see. Is it immune to the poison condition? No.
So that's 6 throws it has to make against the being poisoned.
Yes.
Oh, it's not.
Let's check.
Oh, it's not immune to poison, you say?
I just need to check here. How many damage? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let me just tally up the damage from piercing.
Hmm.
29 points of slashing or piercing damage. And the Elder Dragon, technically with their Constitution modifier, would pass all of them.
Unless it naturally ones.
No, even if it were a natural 1, I only do natural 1s on attack rolls.
Oh, right, yeah, that's
Not
right.
skill checks or saving throws. So they technically wouldn't take any of the poison, or would they?
I mean, unless you want to roll it that,
Yeah,
like...
or take poison damage and become poisoned. So with that specific wording, it's kind of like a cantrip, so yeah, they'd automatically succeed that. too resilient of a circulatory system.
I mean, it's taking multiple sources of poison unless it like the poison compacts.
If it were all in one at one point, I would agree. But these are all, he said to have fun, so they're spreading the pain out nice and evenly.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, they don't want to leave one place, unscratched. They want to spread it all around. They're very
Oh,
giving.
babies.
They're very giving. Zaris.
Don't mind me, I'm just
Checking to see if you have anything that causes a poison condition.
Oh, I know for a fact that I do, because I took poison spray.
But are you looking into anything that would modify or amplify it, yeah?
Well, I know I've already got fucking hedge magic, which I'm pretty sure would affect it. Actually, let me check before I state that. I think it would.
Actually,
It's a cantrip that deals. Yeah, no, it is a cantrip. Poison spray is a cantrip that deals damage, so it would technically apply. Hedge magic would technically apply to it, so.
Alright. It's a con save?
But at the same time, I could always just do. Oh, I don't know. Where's drag claws?
it's
Up here.
it's too bad I can't use my demigod die to reduce its frickin' saving throw.
Oh, here's something interesting.
Yeah.
So, Derek's is gonna just mosey his way back, going over to about. I think it was about. Here, was it? I can just fucking measure that. Yeah, I think it was about there.
And even if you're right here, you'd still be able to make still within 30
But
feet.
just. You know what? I'm feeling kind of ballsy. Wait a minute. I just realized
Yeah.
my speed's already getting doubled. Because I
Yeah.
clicked the boots.
Mm-hmm.
So that means you can go up and melee it if you wanted to.
You know what? Fuck it, I'm feeling ballsy.
Okay.
I might regret this, but at the same time, I can also play this safe. So, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to play this safe.
It's prone, it's restrained, it's not having a good day.
It's really not having a good day. And I imagine by this point, I've probably come to the it's probably safe to assume that the conclusion is it's not resistant to fire damage.
Yeah, that's pretty solid assumption.
Yeah.
You know what would be a shame?
If it was more on fire?
More.
Yes, if it were more on fire.
Speaking of which,
So, Dragon Claws with advantage, all of this is fire damage, and I'm using War Mage Head on this first one.
31 hits, dealing
34 damage. That's 12 damage. And more 12, and that's 15 damage.
You just rend into it. This, you amaze yourself with just how, effective you are.
And you know what would be a shame?
It is definitely way past bloodied, thanks to you. You monster.
You know what would be a shame?
Or what?
Where is it?
Unarmed strike?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Break its jaw.
Make it stay.
You broke
Natural
its jaw.
20!
Oh, boy.
You
Oh,
broke its jaw.
no.
I was joking. It was like you actually fucking broke its jaw.
As you just bring rear back your clawed gauntlet and just viscerally strike right into its throat and just tear out something. And as you expect it to, quiver and die, as it should, unfortunately it's a parasitic, aberrant creature, so its physiology isn't quite what you hope for.
Yeah.
Ah,
You
yeah.
get a fistful of you get a fistful of tadpoles that I take it immediately yeet into the floor.
Yeah. No, he ain't taking that risk. Yeet.
And just like that, he bravely led away.
Indeed.
All right, I need
Oh, God.
do the boots of speed give you a disadvantage on attacks of opportunity against you?
I believe so, yeah.
Wait, don't you have the equivalent of mobile?
Yeah, I also have mobile.
Oh, then never mind.
Actually.
Yes, just ignore that.
Yeah, I actually just straight up have mobile, so fuck.
Yeah, so you just
That's
fucking
right.
you strike him multiple times and piece the fuck up before he can even do anything.
Yeah, so let's see. Let me just figure this out right. See if I've got this right. I believe it was about 160 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
You'd
so
be accurate.
he
yeah,
can easily move there and back easily.
yeah. I've got more than enough movement then. Alright.
All right. So, and as your turn ends, the Elder Brain is going to use its legendary action to attack you, Ratchet.
I mean, it could try.
With disadvantage, but yeah. 17 misses. And as it's what the fuck? No. Sorry about that. That was awfully rude of me. I'm sorry, Elder Brain. In Dragon. Pat. You know what? I'll make it up to you. It's going to start breathing on you, Ratchet.
It can legendary action. Oh, it's current act.
It's
Yeah.
on its turn.
Okay, I was like, wait. Okay. What?
As you see its maw begin to reel back and just let out this torrent of bile and brine. Let's see here. Is a 120-foot line. So, it is going to specifically angle it so that way Alistair gets caught as well. Because he's also the one causing a lot of damage, so...
There are 3 javelins in it, 2 in its wings, and another one embedded straight into... How can it exactly maneuver its head?
It has alien physiology. I ain't gotta explain shit.
It has enough tentacles.
It has no bones. It has no bones. You're assuming that it functions somewhat on bones, which you're somewhat correct, but it's functioning less on bones than you'd think.
Okay, so what's its breath attack? Like, probably...
Could I be able to move in front of Alistair?
No. Your distance, yeah.
Yeah, if it's aiming like this.
Could I use my celestial to move?
I would say if they were holding their action...
They've
they
been
can't
holding
really
their
move.
action.
Wait a minute, you don't need to worry about it
They
because...
wouldn't be able to move.
Yeah, because if it's specifically aiming at me, I'm 3/4 cover, and it's trying to hit Alistair too, so that means he'd get 3/4 cover because it's hitting the brunt of me first.
Which, if I recall correctly, is a +5 to his dexterity save.
Yep.
Well, I mean, technically this is a constitution save, so it's a +5 to its con save.
Yeah.
Point being.
Yes. Point being, still have some benefits there. So, first and foremost...
What are we rolling?
I need you to make a constitution saving throw with a +5 modifier thanks to armor, or thanks to Ratchet, counting as 3/4 cover.
I'd like to reroll that.
Okay.
Better.
29. Yeah, you succeed,
Yeah.
only taking half of the 51 psychic damage.
At 20.
Natural 22.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I only applied natural 20s to attack rolls, not
Oh, okay.
saving throws.
Alright,
Or skill checks.
so half of 51, right? It's how I'm reading it.
25 damage, points of psychic damage on him. And he is also not, well, he's not infested.
Don't
Yeah.
I also
that's
need
good.
to make a wisdom save to keep up the concentration?
Actually, hold on here. On a success or failure, if a creature isn't a construct or undead, oh,
It is.
so you are a creature. So you will become infested. As, despite you know, well, actually, hold on.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, no,
I think that might be a little bit of a broken ability. It's like, oh, whether you succeed or fail, you're still infested. It's like,
it is a 22. But then again, you're at a high level where you can get greater restoration and get yourself, cured.
Yeah.
Still a little bit of a broken ability. Just in my opinion.
It is it's a CR22 monster.
Ah.
So,
Yeah, I'd do it.
so Ratchet, you are a construct, so you do not receive any infestation.
Yeah. By the way, how much damage am I actually taking?
You received only 25 psychic damage.
25 seconds. Okay. It's 28.
I'm infested, apparently.
Yes, unfortunately. But fortunately, you have the ability to receive medical treatment in the form of greater restoration, hopefully, if not by your current cleric, by the local clergyman.
I still find it weird that my nat 20 doesn't prevent that.
It's a cumulative total for this. Let's see here. Where are you? No.
Yeah. Honestly, with that ability, where if you make the DC by a certain ability, it should not be infested.
Actually, hold on. Allow me to point this out, but it does state in here if the creature is targeted by magic that ends a curse. So I would think that would also apply to remove curse, if I'm not mistaken.
Not entirely, because it's not a curse. It's a parasite. So, say if a creature were to get infested with tapeworms. Tapeworms themselves aren't a disease, so they can't be treated with lesser restoration, but they're also not a curse. They're
Yeah, a creature targeted by magic ends a curse or restores 40 hit points or more. The puffles infesting creatures are instantly are killed instantly. So if you receive 40 points of healing or more, or an effect that removes a curse, you essentially no longer be infested.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Ratchet's just there like, haha, construct physiology, go burr.
So heal or greater restoration.
Yeah.
Heal or greater. Healing of 40 points or more or greater restoration will immediately kill the parasite.
So basically, it's literally just the heal spell, effectively.
Yeah. Heal or greater restoration, your choice. Anyways.
It's, I guess it'd be your cleric's choice, but yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Being
that is the end of its action, is what I will say, because it has no other movement.
It can't fucking move.
Yes. Ratchet.
Gee, what time is it?
21 hits.
I think it's got I think it has enough of those javelins in there.
All right, and I will see if I can activate branding onto it.
All right. Okay, so that's a Constitution, or is that a Dexterity or Constitution?
That is Constitution. Once per turn, I can do this.
Oh, no, it has to make a Dexterity save.
Dexterity. It's once per turn. I choose one of the effects.
Constitution.
Yeah.
There we are. So it's a high chance of succeeding, but Would you look at that? It failed.
Miserably.
A natural one is what I would have said. As he uses his legendary resistance.
Hey, he has one more left.
Yeah, you're burning through, so you're doing something quite well.
Indeed.
Alright.
So
Second strike.
Fuck, I could have used poison spray to.
28. How do you finish this?
I just look at him like I don't need. It's like I don't need to grow this hammer to flatten you and just start smashing it all over the place until it fucking becomes a pancake.
I'm just
Alright.
caving in its chest.
Or even its skull, or no.
Just caving
may
in its
need-
body.
It may not need its skull. So I can imagine you just 3-point hammer combo its body.
Yeah.
Okay, and with that, the beast is slain, prey slaughtered.
Proceeds to pull out javelins that were
I need you to make for me a wisdom saving throw, Ratchet.
wisdom. Okay.
Yes.
That I'm using Indomitable for because that's a 7.
Do you also want to use your demigod dice?
It depends if I have advantage or not because like what this.
This isn't a charm effect.
Okay, because I'm. I'll spend Indomitable first because that 7 ain't gonna do squat even if I roll my demigod die. What the fuck? Roll 20. Once for session reroll.
Okay, go ahead.
That's very gonna. God damn! What the hell? There we go.
Or do you want to keep that?
That's a 24. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Unless 24 is a bad thing.
I'm not telling you whether or not it succeeds or not. I'm just making sure.
Well,
It doesn't hurt if you got something about to do.
I mean, I barely use the demigod guy in this situation. If it will help me fucking pass the saving throw, just in case this thing's a ridiculously high DC, I'll roll the D8.
Yeah.
It is an
you never know.
overbrain.
You never know. It might be a 25 DC.
It's an overbrain.
Alright, 26. As you look at your handiwork, you can't help but find yourself somewhat disgusted by the mess. And in a way, somewhat yourself, like, this, sort of violence, while, necessary, you know for a fact should never be applied to a living to a, innocent creature. So congratulations on succeeding a humanity check.
Ooh.
What was the DC for that thing?
Close. 25.
Oh my god.
This is only the
fucking-
first
Yeah,
one,
one up.
though. This is
I
the first
fucking
one.
called that
It's
shit.
from a very powerful creature, and it's from a particularly nasty bit of. Well, you killed it in 3 hits,
Yes.
or 2 hits,
Yeah.
leaving a third of it. You hammer, and after such a visceral display, yeah, the DC is going to be high, but you managed to maintain your sense of empathy.
Jesus.
So
Oh my god.
basically,
Eat
keep your
medical
humanity.
stuff.
You keep your humanity. You don't start falling into sort of stereotypes of a god.
Yeah.
When you ascend.
Yeah.
So
But that's just
Yeah,
So-
I just gotta remember to freaking invest in some more wisdom rings or get resilience so I can get proficient in wisdom freaking saving
Yeah.
throws because because like normally like in the old subclass before we revised it I would have gotten proficiency in wisdom saving throws and that's what I was banking on too.
Yeah.
It was
And
yeah.
and with that, combat is over.
with that, Zerith will re-click the boots again to turn them back off for the time being and save the time on them.
Yeah. Speaking
And he
of
will
which,
then.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
And I just wanted to state, and he will then kind of have himself a seat. He's gonna hold his head with the hand that wasn't just inside of an elder brain. After realizing, wait, I just punched a fucking elder brain and lived.
You clawed into an elder brain dragon and lived.
Yeah.
Several
Yeah.
times.
Ratchet's just happy. It's like I flattened a ginormous creature.
A gargantuan creature, yeah.
When cleric's gonna cleric.
Just being
I
like,
guess
yeah.
Grey Restoration.
All right.
Okay.
So
Restoration.
I'm gonna retrieve my javelins back.
Yeah. So, Alistair. Armored.
Yeah.
For the
I'm here.
shortest, briefest few seconds, you feel something slither in your ear, and you start hearing voices. Thousands of
I'm
them.
going to Ghost Rider up real quick.
And then, just for a moment, then a few seconds pass, then Adriana walks up casting Greater Restoration as you just spit out a tadpole.
I'm going to, and
Unless
I'm
you
going to do this, not Arcana, but this.
Yeet the thing into the stratosphere.
Oh, okay. You yeet it across the battlefield towards
No.
Oh.
No, he ends the motherfucker right, like, thusly, by bringing up his steel boot, burning boot, and searing him into the ground.
Alright. Well, I mean, it already died from the Greater Restoration, but this time, you know for a fact it can't be brought back unless somebody decides to true resurrect a tadpole, in which case, who hurt you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after this little, after Xeris's little, I guess you could call it,
Moment of
I
clarity.
don't know what you would call it, moment of clarity, yes. He's gonna head on over to Alistair after seeing that Adriana's got that pretty much handled. And he's just gonna go, so, you want the good news or the bad news first?
I just had that motherfucker in my ear. I need some good news.
The good news is the Stormlord has deemed you to be worthy of the title of Lord.
Can I roll something to see if that's a good or bad thing?
Yeah. I'll say with your interactions with the All Risen, you can make an Arcana or Religion check with advantage.
I'll give him guidance.
What kind of check?
An Arcana or Religion check.
Yeah.
They're both about the same, so let's go religion. This means absolutely nothing to me.
Yep, guidance.
Yeah, you have a D4 from guidance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Proceeds to roll on that one. This means absolutely nothing.
Or you're more distracted, like, ugh, tadpole, ugh, gross parasite.
Hey,
12.
12. So what you know is... Oh, yes?
I just wanted to say, didn't you just say it would be an advantage?
Oh, right, yeah, it would be with advantage, so 15, technically. So, you know the minimum. As far as you know, very few entities can actually even, allow a creature cause a creature to ascend into, godhood or anything close to it. Even fewer are fully capable of doing it at will. There are originally there is one entity you know that could cause ascension. Ao. However, him being the god of divinity itself, sort of not exactly puppeteering, controlling, but overseeing the gods and making sure they don't start killing each other viciously or at all. Try to coerce others against them. That's fine, but don't start breaking the laws of the gods follow. However, with your recent discoveries, you've come to discover a second entity that can do so at their will. The Stormlord. A chooser of kings, if you would. Though in his case, it's a bit lesser, and not exactly to godhood, but certainly something above your mortality.
I'm guessing there is a but.
But the Stormlord only does so to creatures they deem worthy. People who could be kings, lords, generals, vassals. Very few have even ever been reported, and there's even fewer that can be confirmed having been given ascension. At least that being none. So the very fact that this is happening to you, that's up to you to, come to terms with that.
So I'm guessing there's a but here.
But I will see if I can provide any further guidance.
Okay.
That is towards Xeris.
Yeah.
Right. And Xeris just kind of chuckled. The bad news is you're stuck with me now.
Just as long as I don't have to call you sweetheart, that's fine.
You don't. But in terms of the Stormlord's various tests and whatnot, for lordship, I've been assigned as your proctor for him, effectively.
Yes.
Aren't I lucky?
Do you also inform him of what were to happen if he fails? Or
Out of character, what would happen if he were to fail?
As you recall, depends on the type of failure. But Adriana, you know that for an entity like this, it is a very recent discovery. But from what little you've managed to look up, or what little you've managed to discover from your readings, generally speaking, if a king maker or king breaker, whoever's they've been assigned, deems them unworthy in one way, shape, or form, and if it's severe enough, like say they lose the entirety of their humanity, then they can just choose to kill them outright. But that's in the most extreme circumstances. It could just be for all intents and purposes, he's a tutor, so to speak, for his ascension.
Right.
Sharpening his his ability to maintain his humanity and make decisions.
Thankfully.
I essentially said what Auntie said in game.
Well, there you have it.
So basically, if I lose my humanity, you have I'm pretty much fucked, and you will kill me outright.
I'm at least within my rights to, yes.
And because once you start to lose your humanity, then things like morality or innocent lives and stuff like that, so they become meaningless to you, and you can't tell which is right. So.
Or if he just proves himself to be incompetent.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be he'll kill you. You can slightly depower you. You can take away your lordship. You can then you'll lower your rank. It doesn't have to be outright death.
True. Though,
Honestly, if I start acting high and mighty on you and losing my willingness to help those in need, kill me. Because I am not me then.
very well.
I'd rather I'll give my task for the life. I'd rather see if I can help you back on track, but if I must.
No. It shall be my burden to bear.
I will
After
say
all,
this. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
After all, if my tutor, if even the likes of my tutoring has failed, then, well, it would quite literally be my duty to do so.
I understand. It's just been tasked with protecting him, and otherwise the rest of you. Him, he's number one on the priority list.
Right.
Many things. I am a proud man. I admit I am a bit of a vengeful man. But if I lose what makes me me, I am not worthy of life.
I also say you have, just to inform you, you also have currently what looks like 10 minutes of prep time for the next wave. So twice as much as before, but you can definitely tell, the bigger guns are going to be coming.
How late's the last of the wave? Because I need a short rest.
It is. I will let you know that much. It is
Well,
the
I am going
last
to
wave.
use that time to create more hell.
All right. In that case, if I'm not getting if I'm not getting a short rest, I gotta spend some healing. Cause I want to make sure I topped off before this next one. Because I'm I swear to God, this better be the actual final boss.
Yeah, I mean, you only received, 25 damage? But still, if a creature has some ability that would give them an advantage on attacking you, if you're not at full health, then, well.
Alright.
I'm gonna wait till Ratchet gets back, and then I'll cast something.
Okay, I'm near capped now with those two greater healings. I'm only 4 off.
Need
Yeah,
everybody bundled.
That whole fight, I went completely untouched.
All right.
So
yeah,
I'm fine.
I did want to make the mention of Ratchet. You see a happy face on Ratchet because he finally got to flatten a ginormous creature, and he was now examining his hammer and seeing if that was now they fulfill the purpose of the hammer to see if it now.
You look at it. It still appears to be the same hammer. Granted, you haven't. This is usually it's sort of evolved after you had regained your basically rested.
Oh, so it might.
It has time. It might need. Seems that'll need time to process.
It's all right. So once long rest probably happens, I'll probably go into assaulted. Okay.
Well, I mean, mission technically accomplished with the hammer.
Yeah, it's I fulfilled the purpose of what I made the hammer for, so it just no.
Hey Nancy.
No, you just need to do it again. Yes.
I has a question.
Yes.
Since pretty much my entire thing is how much hell can I bring to a motherfucker via my lovely ability.
Yep, which lasts 8 hours, if I recall, or is it 24?
You want me to proctor it again?
Yes, please.
Believe it.
Alright. Spells.
Nope,
will
it is
be-
20. I'm looking at it right now. It's 24.
Circle of
Yeah.
Death.
Up that circle of death.
Wrong one. There we go. Yep, that's 24 hours.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm going to litter every single square foot with traps, hard terrain, everything.
All right, I'm gonna need you to put up the. Quickly before I actually forget. One of the closets. I'm assuming you're gonna want the body moved somewhat, not entirely out of the way. You want it to act as like a barrier, but you want to be able to shoot past it to the funnel of enemies.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, Armored.
That is correct.
All right. So while they're moving it, you see one of them sort of pops out of the pile of flesh and hands you a lump of flesh, completely picked clean. It looks like from parasites. Roll for me a nature or just a straight insight check.
Not good at either, but okay.
I mean, not. I can. If anyone's allowed, if they're nearby, could.
Okay, insight. 5. I have a 5 in insight. Nat 20.
Never mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. This is what I say. It's like, let's see if Ratchet can read the situation. Let's. 15. Okay.
All right, and that was an insight from Ratchet, or was that a nature check?
Insight is just sort of what these like closets are handing over to.
What his intentions are? Giving it to him as an offering. As to what it is, I mean, unless someone would like to roll, then yeah, it's unknown.
Oh.
Alistair brings up his hand and pats the closet twice on the head.
Alright, yeah. If we got time, like 10 minutes, like I might as well see what that thing is. Nature, you said?
Yep.
Okay. So I am
The
kind of
closet gave me a pound of flesh.
14. Unless I have advantage.
All right. Sorry. Sorry. What was the result?
I got a 14 unless I have advantage.
You do not have advantage, unfortunately. You were saying something, Riker?
Oh, I was just gonna say Zareth in the meantime is keeping an eye out to see if mayhaps he can tell what might be in the next wave.
You see a lot of yellow light.
Seems
that wasn't there before, but hey.
Oh my lord, seems our quarry is here.
I will say this, with a 14, you have an inkling of what it might be, but this has a very alien physiology. It's been, physically modified and mutated by an aberrant, by aberrant parasites. So it could be something else entirely.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask the Ashen Wolf what to do. Because it's clean of parasites, right?
Completely.
Completely free of parasite, yeah. Parasite free.
And he goes into his head like, hey, Wolfie, spirit, what do I do with it?
Oh. Yeah, Ratchet.
I need to as you say that, make a wisdom save, and what do you say, Ratchet?
Yeah, Ratchet's gonna make a mention like, that might be the heart of the beast. Or heart of the dragon.
Here we go.
Hey, that's 21.
Yeah.
21, okay, then you have control. The Ashen Wolf wishes for you to consume the heart of this weakling to make yourself stronger. However, you have the choice to say no. You don't know what will happen to you, but it's picturing from parasites.
He takes a deep breath, and he cooks it a bit in his flaming hand.
I mean, you'd be cooking it inside of you as well, but yeah.
As he just looks at the closet and just opens his mouth, his bony jaw, and just plops it right into his mouth, making a grand show, like making sure this closet gets a morale boost. Like he has accepted my offering.
Alex, Ratchet, as you say, I think that might be the heart. You already see he's already swallowed it whole.
Oh no. Well.
And with that, I need you to make for me a charisma save.
What?
Aha!
Something you're good at.
Don't say that.
16. I mean, unless they have advantage.
No. But he does barely succeed. Bare minimum. So, how do I describe this? Kind of tastes like squid. I mean, you don't know exactly what you were going to expect, and it was tentacles and stuff, but you weren't exactly expecting squid. Kind of nice. Oh, there it goes. As you feel your stomach begin to churn, it feels like your mind is being torn for just a moment. Your perception, before it just immediately sinks back, and you regain your vision.
And he tells the
You
wolf,
also have 20 feet of true sight.
Hey!
Is this permanent or temporary?
He doesn't know.
Okay.
and he
One way
says
to
to
find
the
out.
wolf, if you ever make me do something, tell me to do something like that again, that's a no.
That charisma save was only against prevention of loss of humanity. You keep that just fine.
Jeez.
As he just cracks his back, like, I'm alright, I'm still me.
Yeah, I gotta ask, what's with the added rule of these keeping humanity rules now? This is sudden.
You're becoming gods.
This is just for this occasion. How about this? You're reaching the end game, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So things like this, well, they're going to be extremely rare, but they will define what some of your character's stuff.
Well, can't I
said,
define my character?
Well, kind of. Yes, you can define your characters, everything else, everything, their perspective and all that, but, in terms of immediate empathy with, like, say, an enemy, that will be determined by your own character's perspective, which may be skewed due to your,
And to be fair on Auntie's fart, like, I almost said Auntie's fart.
You did say Auntie's fart.
Well, to be fair on Auntie's part, I could have said no, I will not eat it.
Mm-hmm.
You coulda.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you
I
did
coulda.
it anyway.
Yep.
I will say this. I might as well just tell you. So the immediate effects are...
Or what?
You cut out.
Well, the immediate effects will be 20 feet of true sight, but until you take a long rest, or when you take a long rest, it will be permanent, but it will be reduced to 10 feet.
Okay. So.
And she goes, hey, guys, I think I got true sight.
Yeah, you're seeing little butterflies here and there.
And I gotta do this now. You just see Zaris, like, he pulls out a notepad, just kind of writes something down, puts the notepad back, puts the notepad back.
he looks like, yeah, to the Storm Lord, he will see the most human thing he has ever seen. Alistair freaking the fuck out.
What do you think Varys wrote down?
Oh god, I'm tripping, boss!
Oh god, what the fuck?
I mean, on the bright side, invisible can sneak up on you.
Yeah, that's a good upside. Okay,
And you can see through illusions.
Okay, so I did get closer if you wanted to do an AoE heal, but once you do that, I'm gonna...
I'm not doing a heal, I'm doing something else.
Okay.
I can't. I'm gonna do a heal in a bit. I just want to do something real quick.
Yeah, I didn't want to actually kill too much in-game time because I was like, I didn't want to fucking be like, oh, 10 minutes passed and I'm already this close. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that just everybody within 30 feet?
Yeah.
So I think everybody's here.
All right,
I'm
here.
gonna pull out the big gun here.
Yeah. While you do that, I'll be coming up with something.
I'm not sure if I should wait till combat because I can do this to unwilling creatures. I'll just show them in here. 7 level. Well.
They said, "Oh god, Ashara, what just happened?"
Oh, what? Oh, I got that. This feels different. Oh, I think he'll be alright.
Meanwhile, 11th level rogues be like, or 14th level rogues are just like, first time.
Yes!
Okay, so...
And sorry if I'm making the the audio peak.
Alright, so... Everyone's now underneath the effect of haste, or...
I'm asking, should I wait till combat because I can affect unwilling creatures, or should I do it preemptively and give everybody haste?
Whoa! Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's up to...
Oh no!
30 feet. Okay. I can at least be...
Please, I beg of you.
You can't. I will say you cannot stack haste on top of ultra time flow.
No, this ultra time flow gives you haste.
That's not what I was gonna do, though, Andy. What I was gonna do was stack it on top of the boost of speed.
You can technically do that.
Yeah, but haste could be useful at like the start of combat, but yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm asking. Should I
fucking attack?
do it preemptively?
Time, please.
Do you want Adriana to do this preemptively or save it for combat?
Because what I can do is I can haste everybody and then slow the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking save it for combat. What about y'all?
Yeah, hold it as an action to when shit shows up, or if things are gonna go like as soon as things go up. Like that can be a held action. Like, because honestly, haste is pretty good because that doesn't haste give like extra action, or is it just an extra attack? Because I never can remember.
An extra action that you can use. Yeah. Oh, sorry, after you.
I think it's an extra action.
Yeah, you can't gain the benefits of extra attack from haste, though.
Let's see.
Yeah, your speed is doubled. Your speed is doubled.
Okay, so
let me just I'll just pull up the full thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is one weapon attack only. Dash, disengage, hide, or use object action. Okay.
Yeah.
I am so confused about what's going on because people keep talking over each other.
Actually, hold on. I can Blood Gauntlet, Dragon Claws.
In simple terms, I'm giving you haste.
Oh, cool.
I'm giving you haste and giving the enemy slow.
Yeah. All right. So
when they're within 30 feet of her, but yeah.
Yeah. So
I'll say your spirit.
line
Also,
a bit.
Stop talking over each other.
We're trying not to, but it's just like trying to
sorry.
explain stuff. Like,
all right. You know what, Ashara, explain.
Adriana, but yeah.
I'm used to calling her Ashana. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I use a lot of A's and I's in my names.
yeah.
I've noticed this too.
Yeah. So just to explain the thing, so Armor can understand.
And is some simplest terms. What I can do is, if I'm within 30 feet of you and the boss that we're going to fight, I can haste everybody, and I can make the creature. If they fail a Constitution saving throw, I can make them slowed.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not doing it preemptively because it'll be better at the start of combat to see if I can slow.
Yeah, because it is a minute last effect, essentially. But besides that, of like 10 minutes of prep time.
All right.
Yeah, so Riker, if you're standing right next to me, you'll be also within 30 feet. Or whenever that thing procs.
I'll just add an aura effect here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's 30 feet, so it'd be up to a square, not like a circle.
I have something. It's 10 minutes. But that means we'll be having a hero's feast in the middle of combat. So I'm gonna vaccinate it.
Oh, so you want me to save further back, Zeris, because you want
a little bit, yeah, so that I've got somewhere to fall back to if I need it.
oh. Like, yeah, depending on if he's at the front of the gates.
Yeah, chances are he's probably going to be at the front because I mean he'd be kind of stupid not to be.
Yeah, I mean that's so like if you get like I want to be able to get up close just in case, like, because even with increased speed from freaking that I can only go up to 40 feet. Well, that's if I don't use the action from haste to essentially dash. I want to be able to at least get up the front lines just in case.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because if you're
I grossly misestimated that number there.
Yeah.
In this case.
Yeah, because at least you're. Yeah, because even if he like pops up here, you're getting at least 45 feet away from him. So unless he has a movement speed of 50, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Especially if you move on one of the squares right behind me.
You know what?
I am the wall.
That is a fair point, actually. I could just start right there.
Yeah.
And guys,
Yeah.
I have an evil idea.
What?
Auntie, these are not for your ears.
Too bad.
Yeah, he is the DM, man.
He's going to say this out loud. Hey guys. Hey Ratchet, do you have any more of those javelins?
I got 11 of them.
No. And due to my ability, I have a few more charges of heat metal, if you catch my drift.
Yeah. Oh, do you want me to make a like certain like have it like place multiple uses of a heat metal on as part of your traps in your lair?
He snaps both of his fingers and points at him.
Hey, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Armor? Yes. I think you've forgotten something.
No.
Zeris still has... Zeris still has the engraved dagger on him.
And what does that do exactly?
Oh, it's nothing special, but it's made of metal.
Yeah. Alright, so, yeah, Ratchet will lay out the javelins for him to essentially trap them for heat metal, just in case those proc, but, in this case of the lair actions, this is a question for DM, in cases of concentrations, would the lair make it so he can hold multiple concentrations, or only one at a time?
Only one at a time. He is still restricted by that. However, with his lair stuff, he can set down, say, a cantrip effect in one position, and he doesn't need to hold it. He doesn't need concentration for that.
Okay,
So
so
he can set up like an Eldritch Blast or Scorching Ray or anything like that in one location, and that'd be it.
okay, so this is the question, because we're within this layer and I can place the javelin down. Could he set any other spell onto the javelin?
That is an interesting question.
Since technically, I guess he would see like his party as his lair.
In his lair.
Yeah, and anything that Ratchet owns, the party owns, because it's like he makes stuff for the party.
Yeah.
It's like he makes stuff for himself, but it's like at the same time, it's like anytime you want to borrow shit from Ratchet, he's like, yeah, sure, go ahead, as long.
Yeah.
Because in his mind, this like his old buddy Xeris would know this tactic. Cooking book.
Yeah, I mean, actually, the better thing to put the heat metal onto would be the grapple arrows, because once those things are embedded, you got 100 feet of chain. Hand that to Xeris, and you could wrap the fucking king in it. That's 100 feet of fucking wrappage. Oh no, wait, 1,000 feet of wrappage. Correction.
For those who don't know, due to the loveliness, and yes, I will be explaining this to our audience, due to the magnificence of heat metal, while yes, it is a concentration spell, you only have to be within. You don't even need to be within range of the person when you cast it. You only, well, you do need to be within range when you cast it, but once it's on someone, you can actually move out of range and it would still be on that person as long as you have concentration still.
Yep.
As the devs intended. God, I just.
So,
it's painful.
basically, if you. Let's say you are on a horse and you are a bard. You see some evil nobles who are in full plate mail. Cook, heat metal, and book.
Yeah.
Evil.
So that's what I'm thinking. You put heat metal on one of the grapple arrows, and the other spikes you can put various other spells where I can just impale him for all of these things.
Oh, that's just mean.
Ooh.
So pick a variety of spells that you want to be in. Watch to see him get impaled with.
Hey, Ratchet, I have an idea for. And he says this out loud. Hey, Ratchet, I have an idea for a weapon.
Yeah.
Something that shoots several needles.
You mean like aesthetic needles that doctors use, or like darts?
Either or. Though I feel like because they are finer, those doctor needles would work really nice. Since, a person can't get them out right away, one could use heat metal on them, and, well, you know what I'm thinking.
It'd be more finite, and it'd be harder to get out, but so it would be the grapple arrow. The grapple arrow is designed for being embedded in someone.
I know, but you kind of get where I'm coming from here.
Yeah. So I think that the quadsits would probably benefit from being within this thing, but also close because I know they only have so much movement.
Speaking of which, do you have any ranged weapons for these guys?
Technically, I have my javelins that I can use, but let's see. Let me check the description of the spikes because I don't know if they start out as a certain weapon. Let's see. Up type
Those
spikes.
are just spears or javelins.
If you let the spikes grow for a week, they become a short sword. So until then, I think they
You got
only.
them recently, so.
Yeah, until right now, they can only be used as ammunition.
He actually looks at them. At his closet's like, "Have you guys used weapons?"
Yeah,
They all look at each other and they just look at their claws. They
Like-
are weapon. They are their claws, and they just sort of like some of them scratch their teeth or picking at their teeth with one of their claws. All right.
Yeah. The better question is, are they
They're.
proficient in any weapons?
I will just outright tell you, simple weapons. You gotta keep it simple with them. With these guys.
Hold on. As he goes through his bag, because he does actually have some simple weapons.
Yeah. That being said, they are tiny, so if it's like a quarterstaff, they can still attack with it. It would just be with disadvantage because it's too big for them.
Yeah, so it'd be essentially they'd have to stick with daggers or something. And even then, their claws would be doing more damage than the daggers.
Why do I have these, Auntie? He has a bunch of like tiny. He has a bunch. Like I think I have like 3 daggers here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were keeping them as like emergency food, right? Remember?
All right. You're like, here, have these.
Yeah.
You had them 3 daggers. 3 of them wield them like 2 of them wield them two-handed wise like a long sword. They're very proud of what they have.
Yeah.
So now 3 of them are armed.
Yeah.
I just mark them as dangerous.
God, having to mark the closets as dangerous.
These are the ones that are armed with daggers.
Okay.
You're the one who did this. You're the one who did this.
I have a question
Okay.
Yes?
to the group. I have a potion of invulnerability. What? Resistance to all damage for a minute.
Guys?
Yep.
Yes.
Do you hear her?
Yes, resistant to all damage
For a minute.
for a minute. Thank
So-
you.
It's a potion. Who wants it?
I'm going to stay out of range.
And I barely get hit.
Yeah, if you're
You get
wanting to
hit by
get,
AoEs, but yeah.
if you're
Through
wanting
the
to give
process
that to
of
someone,
elimination, I think I know who I'm giving it to.
oh no, don't fucking tell me.
The invulnerable Xeris.
Oh,
At least for short duration.
Yeah.
For 1 minute,
Let's
you have
fucking
resistance
go, boys.
to all damage. No matter the damage type, you're resistant to it.
Let's fucking go.
And
Alright.
you're gonna be hasted.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot I had my inventory this long sword of psychic vampirism. I took a look at my inventory. I'm like, what else do I have in here?
Wow.
Well, listen,
Or very rare item. Oh, I forgot I had that.
well,
Looks over the
Sean's
closet.
inventory is like 3 like wondrous items and stuff. I'm like, where did I get this?
Yeah, I still have that mimic egg that we gotta freaking hatch at some point and make
You
into
did-
something.
I will say you can remove it from your inventory. It's already been deposited.
Ah, okay, that can be removed. All right.
Yes, you can save your inventory.
Let's see. What else do I have in this thing?
You know, I just realized
Oh no.
I still have 2 applications of that Ghoul's Bane left.
Oh boy.
Ooh, I'm tempted to see what that'll do against him.
Man. I still have the head of the freaking polymall of like the Pyramall too.
And if you want to say that you just gave it to the Seven Nobles Guild.
Yeah, because I was planning to make it so my own forge is stronger, but I'm like at this point I'm like, yeah, let the Seven Noble Guilds have that.
Yeah.
I'll also leave them enough freaking glowing material for free using vestiges in case they find another thing to fuse it with.
Okay.
Though Alistair will say out loud, I'm surprised the giant fucking magic golem ain't protecting his town.
Yeah, because like I got 27 pounds of this stuff.
Consider the following right now. His identity is a secret, and if he were, how do I put this? Having an entire country or entire region be under the control of a sapient construct is the equivalent of well, how about this? People are not exactly open-minded. To them, it's basically Terminator.
It's Terminator in the medieval
Terminator.
ages.
Dun, 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 dun.
No,
Well, yes, he ain't exactly thrilled with the idea. He's not going to, like, say it's a bad idea.
Oh boy. I'm gonna have so many buffs.
Alright, so we got heat metal on one of my grapple arrows, which is just one grapple arrow with 1,000 feet of fucking chain. And then still got another 10 minutes. What other spells you want to put on these like I got like 19 spikes that I could also freaking use as projectile spells, essentially, if you want to put stuff on there.
I'm good.
Okay, so
Unless you can add more heat metal.
yeah, if you don't have any other spells you can really put on there, then yeah.
Though he is going to bless the world with a warlock specialty.
Hex?
Can
Heresy?
anyone guess what it is?
Heresy? Oh, sorry. I mean, sorry. It went back to my Dark Heresy campaign mindset.
Good old Hex.
Hex?
No.
If?
It's a cantrip.
Eldritch Smashed?
Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
Yeah. Keep in mind, if you want to, well, yeah, you're gonna have to specify certain things because with if you're setting them up as traps, you're gonna need.
Oh my god, I just had an idea. Because we're in your lair, if we put Eldritch Blast on the spikes, enough of them, on 19 of them, have it command so when I fire them, the Eldritch Blast fires too. That's a barrage of fucking, like, you got 3 attack rolls, and then the Eldritch Blasts you put on them with your current level are 3 Eldritch Blasts themselves. That's 9 Eldritch Blasts from me.
I mean, in theory, but I will say this: can't exactly apply it to an object. You can apply it to the surface of like your lair, like furniture, but no. I'm sorry.
Dang it! I thought I had something.
Not a bad idea, though.
Oh no, it was a great idea.
I mean, alternatively, if you still apply it, could it just deal the additional like Eldritch Blast damage instead of just like multiple blasts? It'd be just the additional damage from Eldritch Blast.
No, I'll have to say no on that.
Dang.
Worth a shot.
It really was. It really was.
I had to ask.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
So anywho,
I'm doing any
I believe by this point it's probably safe to say that our 10 minutes are up.
Yeah.
Unless there's one last thing you. Yes, Young.
I don't have any. I was just stuck myself there. I don't really have any short-term glyphs. I was looking at some glyphs. Take an hour to cast. So won't be able to cast them.
Yeah.
Oh well.
All right.
Alright, so here's hoping this goes well.
Alternatively, if I can trick him into swallowing a freaking 5-pound thing of uranium.
The light becomes dim for a brief moment as you hear a cacophonous chorus of zealous howls from rather alien creatures. The air is practically deafening with this chorus in some sort of strange symphony of praise, as coming forward with a pair of, I might as well just post what they look like once it becomes. You see, with a pair of these creatures standing at his sides is a figure in a brilliant yellow cloak. Let me just set down some things.
I don't like it.
Let's see here. Alistair. Upon them stepping foot into your lair, you just feel a shockwave. Every step from this person is almost blind. Is almost like being hit by a wave of seawater, almost knocking your mind down. If not for your recent blessings and other Eldritch support.
He is growling and he's burning and he's every edgelord's wet dream.
As you see, they pull back their hood a little bit. A little bit. I'm so sorry. My voice.
Let's continue.
Revealing a bone white mask. With pitch black holes where their eyes and mouth should be. As they extend their arm forwards, almost in an embrace, you see a golden crown, a grisly golden crown, almost out of nowhere, appear on him. As I need
The motherfucker thinks he's special.
I need all of you to make for me a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to need plus on this one for me.
What was it? 14.
Thank God.
Jesus.
27 plus 4.
Alright. 21.
Alright. 18.
I am gonna...
31.
You know what? Do I trust the dice? To not
I'm
fuck.
15.
The answer is, give me a moment while I reload before I do this.
A smart idea.
Do you want to use your once per session reroll on that, Armored?
At 18.
There we go. I actually do.
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
I actually do. I just wanted to reload before I did.
Everyone, cross your fingers.
Slightly better, holy shit.
Noticeably. A little bit worse, but doesn't change the result. So, I have good news and bad news. The good news
This
is you succeed. Barely, but you succeed, thanks to being in the domain of another. The bad news is, well, Riker, Zeris, kind of know what this guy is, what his whole thing is about. As you see underneath his robes, you see these tentacles sort of slither him forward. As you see, oh, one moment.
My target has arrived.
This. An avatar of Haster. You all have to fight this urge to fall to your knees and sort of in reverence. But again, thanks to being in the domain, to Alistair's domain, you're able to resist it. No, no. Aren't you forgetting to do something?
This is my domain. You bow to me.
Oh, what a silly little dog. No, 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 no. We can't have any of that. We can't have any of that. And besides, I came here bearing a gift, an opportunity.
Opportunity, my ass.
Well, it's not one I give everyone. Surrender.
Sorry, that's I like, and he actually genuinely says this. Sorry, surrender is literally not in my dictionary. And he
I
actually,
appreciate that.
and he actually throws over a dictionary. It does not have the word surrender.
Outdated. Probably a Ronnie. As he just tosses it off to the side. Or tosses is a very light term. Sorry, you were saying?
Here's my method of the word. Here's my interpretation of the word surrender. As he just flipped him off.
Alright, I need to make
Oh,
a wisdom saving throw.
Another one?
Yes.
I mean, that's
8.
still an 18.
Alright, well, fortunately you barely managed to succeed as you get the urge to pull your finger back against towards your
Nah.
but yeah, you managed to push it away. And basically trying to cause you to dislocate your finger. Hmm. Well, that's rude. But in all seriousness, give up. I have plenty of soldiers here, and they will not stop.
Funny. Because neither will I.
Oh, you always sound like such a stereotype. You know, I met a woman just like you once. A war mage, oh, so hell bent, so idealistic.
I wouldn't call myself idealistic. More opportunist, let's say.
Hmm.
You, like it or not, would have been a pain in my ass, one way or the other.
Hmm.
No questions about it.
Why, thank you. Now I wonder what my spy is doing. As you just hear an explosion off in the distance. Ah, yes. Puppets. They're also wonderful.
No,
Shame about that woman you know, Mr. Zeris, was it?
that
If you'd like
will
to
be the
maybe
last thing you. That will be the last thing you utter.
Do you want to roll an insight on him?
You know what? He will. But at the same time, hey, Alistair,
Yes.
you've seen Xeris when he was pissed before. This is an entirely new level.
Oh,
You
Jesus. Oh, no.
You see his attention briefly shift to that. What did he call it? Or what did it was? Let me just pull it up here. No, that's not what I'm trying to find. No. No. No, that is also not what I'm looking for. He looks towards that alien with tentacles, with a body of tentacles and praying mantis-like forearms in yellow robes. And you notice something you had not seen before. Bindings. Bindings that appear to be holding the robes to its body. And as you look at it, you see its familiar pleading. That you only saw once in a very bad moment. When you had lost your team. From one of your teammates who so happened to survive.
You had best pray that was not one of them from within this very city.
Oh, don't worry. She's right there. What, you don't know what they can do? They can swap their minds. It's a wonderful little thing. It's a bit complex, but when it works. All those
So
little
then,
secrets.
it seems you have chosen, huh? Well,
Oh, what can I say? I'm just better than you.
all right then. You want to see rage? You want to see power? I'll show you both.
Clearly, you haven't ever heard of Avuth, but continue.
Then I shall show you both. In spades. And with that, I will be dissolving one singular level in War Mage.
Or actually, I will say you can't exactly do that now.
Yeah, could I do my hold action now?
That is a good question.
Well, first and foremost, regarding the level dissolving, can't exactly do that now, not in the middle of a.
No, not in the middle of a start account.
But in terms
Yeah.
of starting to cast it, yeah, because this is basically when combat starts.
Yeah, so I'm hasting us and trying to slow them. And you make a constitution save, I think. Yeah. Constitution saves for the unwilling creatures.
Yeah, in the radius. They are not the radius.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was I forgot to move up. Hold on. I was going to do the turn of plan.
Actually, I'll save the initiative rolls for the next week. Because this week, because now I think it's safe to end the session here. As next session, a fight between our heroes and an avatar of the Great Old One, Haster.
Okay. You want me to start recording?
Yeah, go ahead.